Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Rima Shaheen and you are welcome to the training session series conducted by eLearning Center, Design University. In the ever-changing world of education, the way we learn is being shaped by the blend of technology and teaching methods. We are currently in a digital age and traditional ways of learning are transforming. Online learning is becoming a key player in this shift, offering new possibilities for education. This session we titled the Advancing the Online Learning Experience in the Digital Age through e-learning implementation aim to explore the different aspects of this changed landscape. We will look into how integrating e-learning strategically can enhance the online learning experience. Throughout the session, we will discuss the details, challenges, and the creative solutions that can make online learning more effective. Keep your focus active during the session as we navigate through these changes in education and discover how e-learning can reshape the way we learn. The first thing first, e-learning implementation. Today, we are going to talk about the e-learning implementation in today's digital age. So, e-learning implementation represents a very crucial role and it's a pivotal step in reshaping the landscape of education by harnessing the power of digital technology. At its core, e-learning involves the integration of electronic tools and platforms to facilitate and enhance the learning experience. The process encompasses a diverse range of components, including selection and utilization of learning management systems, the creation of multimedia content, interactive assessments, and the establishment of effective communication channels. On the primary benefits of e-learning is its capacity to offer flexible learning schedules and increasing accessibility. However, the implementation journey is not without its challenges. Technical issues, resistance to change, and the need for the comprehensive training programs for educators are among the hurdles that institutions may face. Successful e-learning implementation necessitates careful consideration of the strategies to unique contexts of the educational institution. This may involve a phased approach, ensuring a smooth transitions and allowing stakeholders to adapt gradually. If I elaborate this terminology, so furthermore, we can say that the faculty training programs become a crucial to equip educator with the necessary skills and the confidence to navigate the digital learning environment effectively. Real-world case studies serve as the valuable exemplars, the offering insight into the institutions that have successfully integrated e-learning, showcasing tangible positive outcomes and additionally identifying that adhere to best practices such as the fostering collaborations and the continuous assessments and the personalized learning experiences contribute to the success of e-learning initiatives. As the education landscape that continues to evolve, explore future trends in e-learning become imperative and guide institutions toward innovative approaches that can further enhance the overall learning experiences. The implementation process is dynamic and require the continuous evaluation and adaptation, and it's a very much important of the supportive framework to work and the ongoing professional development. In essence, the e-learning implementation is a transformative journey that holds the potential to revolutionize education, making learning more accessible, engaged to the need of the digital age. Today's session is a very core part of our discussion. I just grabbed some of the points from the whole session and I just highlighted here. Today we will discuss something which is related to the e-learning standards, e-content courses, and just LMS authoring tool. Why I just pick up these 4 points and highlight it here? Because today we are talking about the e-learning implementation in the digital age. So we want to advance the on-learning experiences. If I just see into the e-learning strategy or a roadmap, so first thing I just face that is a e-learning standards. If we are not following any rules, anything, any standard, we are not able to just jump into the e-learning implementation and we just start our work. No, we can't do it. We have to understand from the A to Z, the scratch to the implementation level. Any kind of implementation, first of all, you have to create the rules, rubrics, standards, and then you will be eligible to create a complete roadmap for that. The e-course content is a core part of the e-learning implementation because we have some content, something we are going to present through the e-learning environment, and we want to just enhance the online experiences. So we do have some content which is purely related to the environment. So we do design a courses not just like at the simple traditional way. We have to design the courses according to the e-learning environment. So now the question is, we want to create a e-courses content. The next question in our mind, how? So we do need some tools which are supporting to that kind of the content creation. That is called the authoring tool. While we will be eligible to create content via the different kind of the software solutions, these are called the authoring tools, then I will be eligible to present into one of the platform that is called the LMS system. This is a complete story. I will follow up the standards. I will create a content. I must have a content and I will design that content according to the e-learning environment. So then I need some kind of the tools and the software to reshape the traditional information to the e-content for the course development, course creations, and then I will be eligible to upload and show up or showcase in front of the just all of the students and all of the audience via one platform that is called a learning management system. So this is a one short story about the e-learning implementation, but it's not as simple. We do need to go in depth and understand every part of it. I will start with the e-learning standards. Maybe most of you are much familiar with some of the standards, but I will explain one by one and also tell you the what is the importance of these standards in the e-learning implementation. E-learning standards play a very crucial role in ensuring consistency and the quality across digital learning platforms. These standards provides a common language and the framework that enable different components of e-learning system to seamlessly work together. One prominent example of this that is the shareable content object reference model standard, which sets guidelines for packaging, delivering, and the tracking e-learning content. And another significant standard is the X API, that is called the Experienced API, offering a more flexible approach by tracking a broader range of learning experiences beyond the traditional e-learning models. And adhere to e-learning standards not only the foster capability and the just the compatibility among the diverse tools and the system, but also facilitates content sharing, reusability, and the creation of the standardized learning experience. As technology evolves and staying, just you can say, it's evolving, and adhere to the e-learning standard become imperative for educators, instructional designers, and the e-learning developers to ensure a cohesive and effective digital learning environment. To making more understanding about these standards, I just want to explain one by one. First come first, that is what is the AICC? Basically, AICC is a very early e-learning standard. It was created in 1988 by the aviation industry, that is the computer-based training committee, to standardize the materials and technologies used to train the airline worker. So that was the first standard generated by aviation. The second is the shareable content object reference model, that is a SCORM, was first published by the US government's Advanced Distributed Learning ADL project in 2000, and it is the de facto standard and for the e-learning content. The standard is in fact a set of technical standards that were designed to address the issues it was in the predecessor, that is the AICC. And we mostly much familiar with this kind of thing because we are using the Blackboard, and most of the time we just upload the sum of the package of the content, so it must be in this COM package, and you will be just directly upload in the learning management system easily. So it's supported by the learning management system. What is a tin can and X API? The Experience API, or X API for short, or tin can API to use another name, is a newer e-learning standard that lets you collect data about a wide range of experiences a learner has, both online and offline. This API application programming interface captures data about a learner or group's activities in a consistent format and from many different technologies. I'm going to present you, if until now you are not getting the exact picture of the what is the standards and how we will able to use, but actually the meaning of these things, I do have one complete overview and a very about the standards of e-learning. And let's have a look what are the overview of AICC's COM and the tin can, that's also called the X API.
In today's digital age, learning is more virtual than ever. E-learning instructors worldwide design their courses for LMS platforms that make it available to their learners. Over time, e-learning has adopted standards to increase cross-platform compatibility. AICC is the oldest and uses HTTP to communicate with the LMS platform. It no longer receives additional updates, however, and is considered outdated. Still, many pros think AICC is more secure, and various organizations continue to use it. Most platforms accept AICC-compliant content. After AICC came SCORM, which was developed to counter AICC's deficiencies. There are several versions of SCORM thus far, and SCORM 1.2 is the most widely used. SCORM uses JavaScript to communicate with the LMS, and is quite easy to follow. It only requires an XML document and a proper zip file format. The newest standard on the block is XAPI. Although it isn't widely supported because it is a new standard, it is still considered the most versatile. XAPI can be used outside of LMS platforms and allows creators to administer courses through mobile apps. XAPI also enables users to track progress offline. Each e-learning standard brings something different to the table. Whatever you choose, make sure you start by considering the desired outcomes for your course and the best LMS platform for the job.
So you can see that we have three varieties of the standards. One AICC, which is now outdated, considered, and the second one is SCORM. SCORM is mostly used and familiar with the educators who are just using the learning management system. Mostly we just download the packages or any of the content in this SCORM package and then directly upload to the Blackboard system. Let's have a look how does SCORM works with the LMS system, how it will be able to work and how we are able to use it.
In today's digital age, learning is more
Everyone in eLearning is talking about SCORM. But what exactly is SCORM, and how can you easily create a SCORM package? First, a few words about the main ingredients of eLearning: a course, an authoring tool, and an LMS. A course is a package of learning materials, texts, videos, and quizzes. An authoring tool is a software for creating courses. An LMS is an online platform that delivers courses to learners. It's very important that all the ingredients communicate seamlessly. Let's say you have a new authoring tool or you're looking for an LMS. You need to be sure that they speak the same language, right? That is exactly what SCORM does. It sets the rules for
So the communication between the content and the learning management system, it's a main language, you can say. It's a convert a main path where it's connected the collaboration between the content and the learning management system. The SCOM is a one of the standard which is just supporting your content to upload into learning management system. It's very clearly you can say it's defined that is a shareable content object reference model.
transferring information between all ingredients. A SCORM package is a zip archive with learning materials, like quizzes, videos, or texts, wrapped in the unified code. That allows any
You can see that this SCOM package can have a multi kind of the content in a one package, and you will be eligible to upload directly to the LMS system.
SCORM compliant LMS to deal with SCORM courses that were created with any authoring tool. Now, your LMS can not only deliver SCORM courses to your trainees, but also register their progress. And you can create a particular sequence of learning items inside the course, as well as track learners' results. For example, how much time it took a learner to complete a course and what scores they got. With an authoring tool, you can create online courses from scratch and enhance them with videos, quizzes, and other interactivities. And then you just hit the Publish to SCORM button and your SCORM package is ready. Now it's time to choose the right authoring tool to hit the button in. iSpring, the right software for
Now, after this all
everyone.
understanding about all these standards, the next question is authoring tool. Which authoring tool you are going to use to just creating your content package? So, what is the authoring tool and how we will be eligible to use correctly? Authoring tools serve as the instrumental platform in the creation and the development of the digital learning content. These tools empower educators and the instructional designers to craft engaged and interactive e-learning material without the need of the extensive programming skills. These authoring tools does not just require any extensive programming skill and then you will be eligible to create or use any kind of the authoring tool. No, these are very much easy to use and very much just a good interface for the easy to use for the user. So widely used authoring tools such as the Arculate, the Storyline, Adobe Captive, and Lectora offer just you say initiative, create initiative or interfaces are very much easily used, allowing for the incorporation of the multimedia element, courses, and interactive features. They streamline the process of content creations, provide templates and functionality that enhance the efficiency. These tools are just a vital in the fostering dynamic and the learner-centric experience by enabling the development of the responsive content compatible with the various devices like the mobile devices and on your desktop and on your laptop. As technology advances, the authoring tools continue to evolve, integrating new features and capabilities to meet the demand of the modern educational methodologies. Also, you can say that ultimately the utilization of the authoring tools empower educator to create rich, immersive, and personalized e-learning experiences that cater to diverse needs of learner in digital age. If I summarize the authoring tool, that is an authoring tool could be any software solution you can use to create digital content. So I just highlighted the two kind of the thing in 2 points. That's the software solution which created the digital content. Let's see the categories of the tools, the authoring tool, how many categories we do have for the authoring tool. single purpose tools. Some of the tools are just facilitate you to create a one kind of or a single kind of content creation. For example, you just want to create a one kind of object, like just a video creation, so it will be just allowing you to create a video in one software. So that is a single purpose tools. And some are the activity creation tools, allowing you to create a complete activity within that tools. And some are the course development and presentation tools, allowing you to create a complete course from A to Z, or complete presentations by their tools. And some are the journal presentation tools, allowing you just create a presentation of your content or a course or a topic or a session. And also testing and assessment tools are also available, where you just creating a quiz, test, exam, assignment, assessment, these kind of things for the students quickly by using these kind of the tools. These all are the authoring tool categories, so you can see that it's filling up all of your needs in one e-course, or one e-course development or course creation. What we have need somewhere, we need a someone kind of the purpose of a tool, which is just consider creating. For example, I just want to create a video, or I just want to create a one infographic, so I do need a tool which is only concentrated on this kind of the services. Or if I want to create any activity, anything which is related to the students performing any activity, so I will be eligible to grab that kind of the tools. And if I want a complete course development, complete A to Z's from scratch to implementation, a complete course development, then we do have a variety and services, very vast type of the tools have the facilities, giving you a very vast area to play. Okay. And some are the journal presentation tools and the testing and assessment. So how these tools are summarizing all kind of the things which is need for the creation of the e-content via authoring tools. I just list up some of the authoring tools here for ease of you. It's now up to you explore one by one. I will just explain by one kind of the authoring tool with you, how you will be going to use it, how it's easy and facilitate you via creation of your content. So I just listed up some of them. You can just note down, and you will explore it, and you will find it very much helpful for you. The Adapt, this is the most famous authoring tool. The Course Lab is easy, Movelet, Adaptive View, Crowd Wisdom, Adapt, GLO Maker 3.0, and Camtasia. So these all are available. Some until the Adaptive and GLO Maker 3.0. These are the websites. You can just open up the Google, and you can find out the website, and directly you can utilize by just on online. If you don't want to download any kind of the setup, if you want to use the Camtasia, you have to download that setup, and you can use it easily. I choose one of the authoring tool to see how we will be able to use the authoring tool to create our e-course content, which is a more important part of the e-learning implementation. If you want to start the something which is in the e-learning environment, so you have to create your content according to the standards of the e-learning. To follow up the standards of the e-learning, then I need to follow up some of the authoring tool which help me to create or reshape my content into the digital content. So for this, I just choose this one Adapt. Let's have a look how it will be help us. You just go to the adapt.com, sign up free for your dashboard, and you will be eligible to get your dashboard. And now further, let's have a look how we will be able to create our content with that authoring tool.
Okay, so back at the admin portal, we are going to click on a course.
You can see this is the admin panel, and here's the option of the create a course, and here's the content library as well. Here's some of the options and the suggestions for you. You can use it. So here's the option of the create a course. Let's have a look step by step how you will be able to use it.
So I'm going to keep clicking on gender bias just because we've been using it for the branding, video, etc. I'm going to click on the lesson that I want to edit in the authoring tool. And then I'm going to click on this button in the top right corner, edit lesson content.
Inside the course, you can also create a different kind of the lessons. So one of the lessons are here, lesson is here, and we are going to edit it.
And as soon as I click that, I am in the authoring tool. The authoring tool, you have a preview slide here. This is completely interactive, and it coincides with here your list of templates and slides. And this is where you can manipulate those templates and slides. Here's where you would type in your answers, the answer field, the core message field, the reinforcements, etc. Actually, you can do things also like the social learning tab that we'll go over later. You have these.
See here a number of variety that you just click on a plus sign and you will explore that you have many kind of the features inside the adapt lesson that you can just click on a plus sign and you just add your prompt and you can add what you want to add. Like this is a preview and you will see what you are editing here. So it's a very visualizing authoring tool which is giving you a full experience of editing plus your visual what you are editing simultaneously.
Scoring tab here, and you also have the stars tab here. But to get into the authoring tool, the template library, you would click on this plus sign, add a new slide. And as soon as you're there, you have a whole toolbox full of templates that you can use. I'm just going to go over some of these sections here. And I'm going to go over the sections here of these templates, but I would really encourage you to explore and experiment, because at EdApp, we make the tools for you to be as creative as you can be, and there are things you will discover in all of these templates. We have many templates. I can't possibly go over every single one of them, but what I can do is show you the kinds of templates that we have in our library. So on the first tab, which is on the left, is the content, are the content slides. The content templates are perfect for transferring knowledge and introducing new content to your learners for the first.
You can see here we have a different kind of templates like the image slider, and you can just image map
20 hours.
So this kind of the content, different kind of the templates are available here. You can just take any of the template and edit it.
So this does not require a right or wrong answer. This is purely knowledge transfer that's happening here. And if you see, we have things like media collection. This is where you can upload video, photo, and sound. You have a peer authoring template, which we'll go over later. You have a parallax. This is for those that are really savvy with their images and layers. You can give it a sort of 3D effect. If you move your mobile phone, the images will move. It's a little more complicated, but it's pretty simple to use. The scratch to reveal. This is a great template to use just to show your learners the sort of range of motion. What it does is it allows learners, I'm going to click on this, it allows learners to touch the screen and see what's underneath. And we put this usually pretty early. Actually, it's early in this lesson. And the reason for that is just we like to show our learners at the beginning of a lesson just how interactive EdApp can be and how interactive their courses are. Okay, so underneath the content templates, we have the concept templates. And this is to reinforce singular concepts by having your learners recreate and filter through statements. This is a great way of just checking knowledge. We suggest every 1 to 2 slides to have some sort.
This is the concept option. Concept option giving you interactivity between you and your audience. You can see here's the missing words, sentence constructions, and the strikeouts. So these all content, different features giving you a variety of just adding into your lesson, give your students a vast idea of the interactivity. So it can make your lesson more interactive.
Of interaction slide, and the concept slides are part of those interactions. I use these ones quite a bit. The missing word is great, and the strikeout is fun to use. The strikeout, your learners can just draw all over the screen if they wanted to, but they can also strike out the incorrect word. Okay, great. They click OK, done, boom. Okay, underneath the concepts, we have multiple choice. These templates reinforce key concepts by having
multiple choice is also one of the option of the adapt that you can use in your lesson. You can choose any of the category and you can add your content in accordingly. Here's a different kind of the variety or templates. You can say you choose one of them and you can use the multiple choice in your lesson.
Learners identify the correct answer from a pool of options. And if you see here, we have many ways of doing that. We have the circle the answer, which is great. Another template that you draw on the screen and circle the correct answer. We have a speech bubble template, and this is good for interactions with either customers or other people or coworkers or students. This is just a great situational template to use. The numbers template asks number-based questions with templates designed from the ground up for numerical reinforcement. And this is really good for thinking of ratios. Here, this is a sort of a ratio. You can say, oh, this is 30%, 20%, oh, this 50, etc.
See, it's so interesting that like you have a different kind of varieties in one under just one umbrella, that you have the numbers, and it's so appealing and so good for implementation. You have a different categories like pie chart, ratio, and these kind of the things without as so many effort. You can just pick up one of the template and you can add it according to your question and you can use it very efficiently. So you can see that here is the different varieties and you can choose very easily. You can ask number based questions, templates designed from the ground up for the numerical reinforcement. So this is a very important and very interesting part.
You have pie charts here where you can select percentages, but then you also have these number sentences where you can test facts and things like that, and they're pretty great. I'll show you one of these number templates here. I think we have one number sentence, and you can just see the movement here of how the numbers go up. It's pretty awesome template. It's very simple, pretty awesome. Okay, under the number templates, we have the relationship templates, and they really reinforce connections between related concepts. This is a great one. This is another draw on the screen one where you would have a concept and maybe you match it with its description, etc. It also has your drag and match options are here. So where you would drag objects, and here, this is where you would put your PNGs that can.
Don't you think this is a very interesting option that you are just drag and drop and just creating one activity and interactivity for the students to match the product with its name? These kind of the questions can just increase the retention of the students with the course.
Have that sort of see-through effect on part of them. Next is the very popular aspect of EdApp, and it's the gaming slides. And although those interactions, you could all earn stars throughout those interactions, the gaming slides are really like a big, okay, sit down, we're about to just have fun with some game.
This option is basically used to deliver a rapid fire questions about any subjects to reinforce the concept of for learners. So this is a very interesting part of it, that you can use such like a games to just grab the information from the students like a rapid fire questions.
And you have an opportunity to win many stars. Some of the best ones, well, they're all great, but the true or false is a very intellectually stimulating game. Yeah, it's a swipe left or right situation. You can swipe true, you can swipe false, and actually you can change what those terms are. So this is completely customizable. A lot of our games are customizable and interactions. So I would say experiment, see what you can do, what you could change, how you can make it yours. There's a lot of possibilities you could do with these games. The memory game is great where you match tiles. You could either match images or words with their descriptions or concepts, etc. And once you match them, oh, let's see if I can match this one. There you go. So you can see you have a timer and a score point or scoreboard right here. Okay, moving on. Before we move on, we also have a jumble word template. This you would type in a few words, and this is good if you want key.
If you are thinking these kind of things wastage of time, no, dear educator, the gamification is one of our worst field nowadays, giving a complete information about how you will be add your games type of things in the education to make your education more interactive and more interesting for the students, and increase the retention of the students, and just getting out the good and productive outcomes. So these kind of the things make your just one part of your lesson, just make everyone students awake and make them just forcefully to the interactive with the screen.
To come across, I would suggest this game here, and the letter jumble is great for that as well. If there are just key concepts, words, and phrases you want the learner to walk away with, these are great games to end on. And you don't have to have a game always at the end of a lesson. You could have it in the middle, you could have it in the beginning. It's all up to you. It's completely customizable to your needs. Under the games templates, we have these survey slides. These gather feedback from learners about your lessons or about their own experiences. This free text could actually be used for many things, not just how would you improve the lesson. It could say, what would you like to learn more about in the future? And that could dictate the type of courseware that you'll make in the future. We also have a quantitative rating.
Feedback is the very important thing for just evaluation about the lesson, and evaluation about the content and the educator is presenting is very much important to know what you are presenting in front of your students. They are getting it totally or not, they need some improvement. Basically, when you get the feedback, you will be eligible to just your content, evaluate about yourself to make the things more good. So gather feedback from the learners about the lesson, have them rating or offer suggestions for the future lessons. So these are the important things to add up in your lesson if you want to jump into e-learning environment. So these are the all are the important ingredient to just when you are just creating your e-course and you are not just aware about these kind of the things, you will not create effective e. So development or creation of the e-course, designing and everything, you need to follow up such kind of things, and you have all these kind of the options in your one complete lesson or course to make it proper e-learning or e-course, e-content, whatever you are designing according to your subject. You need to be reshape your traditional kind of the content to the digital content. So these things are very important, and you will be able to create such kind of courses by the authoring tool. And I am just presenting different kind of the variety in front of you to giving awareness that you can make your lesson more interactive, more effective for the students, to you can increase the retention for the students. They are just in the screen, and online all the courses are connected, so the connectivity between the screen and the students can be just you can say increased by such kind of the things, such kind of different features we can use.
Which is 0 to 5. How confident are you in your understanding after taking this lesson? That's always great. And this multiple choice, which is great. You will be able to see the specific answers that your learners check here. And the quadrant, which is also a kind of quantitative way of saying I'm confident here, not so confident in this area, etc. In the advanced templates, they allow you to take your lessons further by unlocking certain features and presenting your content. Here you have your external URL. You can embed a web page into your lesson. You can have a question pool, kind of traditional instructional design, where you have a bunch of questions at once. You also have a SCORM package to place.
So you can see that we just had discussion on these kind of the standards that you can also use, play an AICC package, or you can also play a SCOM package. So you have a two kind of the standards available here. You can select any of them and you can just upload into your LMS system. Like you are using a Blackboard, so mostly SCOM is used with the Blackboard collaboration. So we mostly if we want to download, and there is an option to download your content in a package form, so we just use this form. So you see connectivity between the content that I just started up with the standards, and now we are on the authoring tool, and you can see the connectivity, why we discussed these standards before and now we are using the authoring tools. These all things are interconnected, and these all things are very important to understand to create a effective course.
Form package if you need to. Underneath advanced, you have your favorites. This is where you can mark the templates that you like to use. And this is great for learners as well, or excuse me, admins. And it's also great for the community as a whole, as templates actually have a number of how many times they're favorited underneath each one of them. So that's part of the data-driven learning model that EDAPT uses. And here you have an import section or an import button, and this allows you to import slides from other courses in your account. So if you want to take a slide from another lesson to this lesson, it would adapt all of the branding that this lesson has and integrate right away. We really find that the sweet spot of micro lessons is between 8 to 12 slides. The reason for that is completion rates are just much higher when they're around 8 to 12 slides.
Okay, you can see that for creating a one complete course, giving a one wider vision to you all, that you can use a different kind of authoring tool. I'm not focusing on a one, I just explore one of them, and we can see that the awareness about the content, how which kind of the content, categories of content, how we can able to make. You do have many other varieties and many other tools just use with your content and creating such kind of course. So I just settled on this session from the top to bottom level. Like first of all, I just create something which is related to the e-learning standards, and then authoring tool, and now I'm moving towards the e-content. So e-content is a basically core part of implementation of e-learning in this today's digital era. So let's have a discuss about the electronic content. E-content, which is also known as a digital content, refers to the content or information delivered over network-based electronic devices, or that is made available using computer networks such as internet. So right now we do have information about the standards, information about the authoring tool. Now the question is what we are going to make, what we are going to make by these kind of the authoring tools. So we are going to create the e-learning content. So what is the e-learning content? E-learning content development is a process of creating content in a digital form that lives in a digital space that your learners can access through digital means. So it's categorized very easily that anything you are just creating a digital and a digital form, and it lives in a digital space, and anything anyone can access by the means of digital means. So these are the complete story that you are creating, which is just presenting into the digital means. So e-learning courses often require high quality content creation, video content development, and the creation of interactive content. All of the categories I show up that there is a multiple choices, there's the games, there's the interactive content. These all things are available there. You can use a variety of them, different categories in your lesson, and I'm going to giving you more ideas about how you will be able to bring a life in your content. So the question is how to bring your content to life. The first thing first, I want to explain about the animated infographics. Animated infographics, which is a way of visualizing information using a combination of imagery, illustrations, chart, graphs, text, and other elements that are animated to add movement. If in a screen or in a slide there's something, a movement, or this is basically giving a great attention towards the screen, that there is something which is not a dead like a slide. So animated infographic is one of the very important part of your lessons. So you do have a different kind of tools. You can choose the right tool to create your infographics. So there's an infogram, there's a Canva, Pic2Chart, Adobe Spark, easily visualize.me. Such these are the different kind of the tools. You can choose the right tool and create your content. So the effective learning requires the students' participations. All of you must agree with me that if there is a no student participation, that means it's not an effective learning. Even though in a traditional classroom, we used to say if students are not engaged with the content or a course or lesson, so that means we are not doing anything effective. So we do need a student participation. Or if I am talking in the e-learning environment, I do need a student participation. So I must have the interactivity between the slides or video or any content I'm going to present. The interactivity between the screen and the student is must. By you can say, I just line up one thing, you have like the interact content is important to engage students rather than paralyzed. We are not giving them a one dead screen and there is a video or anything. There is no interactivity between the screen and the student. That's mean this is just we are making our student paralyzed. By embracing interactive content, educator can create a vibrant and dynamic learning experience that not only captures students' attention, but also enhance the comprehension, retention, and the overall educational outcomes. So these all things are important to create interactive content to make your students active and just grab the actual the productive outcome what you want from the students. So interactive e-learning content, what does it mean? The interactive e-learning content means the learner interact with the screen and the course content. Interactive e-learning modules are used to wide variety of media types such as the audio and video, the files and the presentations, graphics, infographics, virtual reality and augmented reality, podcasts, 3D models, and simulations to impart education and training. So these are the ingredient you can say of the interactive learning content, that these all things are used to make your content interactive for the students. So let's have a discussion on the interactive educational videos. How you will be able to develop these kind of educational videos which are interactive for the e-learning, that the non-linear digital videos technology that allows students to have their full attention to educational material and to review each section of videos as many times as they wish. So creating a such kind of things, we do need tools again. So interactive video designing tools, I just sum up some of the tools here, that is the Snagit, Camtasia, Explain Everything, Deposit, Add Puzzle, Adopt Captive, Screencast-O-Matic. So these are the different kind of tools which you can use and create an interactive video for the student for your course creation. I'm just giving to some of the practical example, which giving you a clear idea about the interactive videos which I'm talking about and why it's necessary for the students to create such kind of activity.
Branching allow viewers the power of choice to choose their own adventure and drive engagement. Instant downloads. There's no need to direct viewers elsewhere to access supporting material. Allow viewers to download documents and forms directly from your video. Capture user data. Generate sharper customer insights by encouraging users to share information. Leverage known data. Pass in known user information from your LMS and create personalized videos that directly communicate with each viewer. Show video content based on an employee's role and tailor content based on an employee's achievements or current ability. Sign in. Restrict content to specific employees or learners by creating password protected content. Chapter menu. Quickly add a chapter menu to your videos so viewers can jump to specific content instantly. Text annotation. Add text annotations to your video to support learning and reinforce messaging. Custom CSS. You can apply custom CSS and change anything from the colors and fonts of your video. You can even style the player itself with custom branding and colors. Custom animations. Take advantage of the CSS to add your own custom animations on text annotations. Pause and play. Set parameters that pause a video automatically, encouraging a user to interact with your video to resume content.
See, this video is one of the video which is you need to pause automatically and to just play again, or going to the rest of the part of the video you have to answer or you have to interact with the screen. So it makes student forcefully to interact with the screen to complete the video. So this is one of a very interesting example of the educational videos interactivity.
Content. Customize timeline. Disable a user's ability to skip along the timeline, ensure they don't miss any of your crucial content. Remove the timeline completely and create truly blended learning experiences. Quizzing. Test your viewers' knowledge by incorporating.
Quizzing is one of the very important part. It must be in this any kind of the course that make your students more active and interactive with your course content. Either it's a simple course slides or something, or either it's a video. So you do need some kind of the quiz in between the session that the students are forcefully have to answer. So it's make an interactivity between you and the screen and the student.
Quizzing into your video. Adaptive quizzing. Change what the viewer sees next based on correct and incorrect answers to a quiz. Free response quizzing. Allow viewers to input truly personal responses and gain sharper insights. Set custom threshold. Set multiple questions within your quiz and you can control the pass threshold based on your own needs. Display live results. Display real-time results or grades as the user progresses through a quiz. Unlimited language support. Your browser is able to change and localize any language used in your video, just like a web page. Better still, you can create bespoke localization files using a simple template. Viewers can read any text in your video regardless of their own native language. Draw and highlight. Draw on top of your video to highlight key points of information. Future-proof. Keep content relevant by incorporating interchangeable images within your video. Product interfaces or company procedures can be updated instantly without the need to develop a brand new video. Templates. Develop an interactive template and apply your logo, branding, and interactive functionality to every single one of your videos instantly. Calendars. Do you have an upcoming event or conference? Then you can embed calendar invitations within your video and remove barriers for onboarding. Navigation. Guide guests to your upcoming event or conference location by embedding maps within your video. You can even take advantage of your viewers' inbuilt GPS to guide viewers directly to your location. Live webcasts. Broadcast your conference live, hold Q&As, conduct employee interviews, and receive instant real-time feedback from your audience. Live social network streams. Engage audiences and encourage brand exposure and receive instant feedback by including social network streams in your videos. Embed widgets. Embed any HTML widget that you feel can enhance your audience experience. Anything from contact forms, job applications, employee satisfaction surveys, polls, anything you can think of, you can now embed with it.
So you can see there is a different kind of the varieties of the videos. We do have create interactivity between the educational purpose. You can use it, and we have a different kind of variety here. So let's have a look that how we will be eligible to create such kind of So now the question is how you will be able to create an interactive educational videos. So we do just sum up some of the different kind of the varieties that we have. The quiz in between the videos. We do have a forcefully pause, automatically pause videos, and then we will be eligible to select any kind of the options, and then we will proceed rest of the videos. So these all are the important things. So let's have a look how we will be able to make the interactive educational videos.
Camtasia's quizzing features make it easy to gather feedback from your viewers. In this video, I'll walk you through how to create and export a video with a quiz or survey, along with how to receive quiz results. Before we start, it's important to note that videos with quizzes or surveys made in Camtasia must be viewed in the TechSmith Smart Player. And there are 3 simple ways to use the Smart Player. 1. Upload a video to screencast.com, which uses the Smart Player for all its videos. 2. Host a video on your own website and upload the Smart Player. And 3. Upload a video and quiz as a SCORM package.
So you can see that there is a standard which is familiar with us, that is a SCORM package. You can just download your created video in a SCORM package, and then you will be eligible to upload into the LMS system, that is a Blackboard. So we do have a different kind of variety. So that's why I just explain first of all the e-learning standards. It's connected on every step, so you can now more analyze or identify that why we are just creating this hierarchy, and it's more understandable now for you that while we are just creating the different kind of the content, even though it's a simple content using any authoring tool, creation of course development, or just you are creating the educational video which is interactive. So you do need such kind of the standards to download to make your content the connectivity between the LMS, any learning management system. While you just uploading to the learning management system, you do need a path. So SCORM packages are one of the paths giving you an opportunity to upload any kind of content you just creating in a Camtasia you want to upload on your learning management system. So SCORM is one of the path for that.
To a SCORM compliant LMS. Now that we know where we can use quizzes and surveys, let's get started. To add a quiz, choose Interactivity from the Tools panel and select.
See, this is basically a panel of the Camtasia. Here is the editing panel. You can say there is the options of different options we do have, and we have the audio effects, visual effects, the interactivity, one of the features which is very interesting to creating a quiz, and you just do have all of the studio panel in front of you. Your screen will be appear here, all the editing will be appear here, and you can set it up by these kind of the tools here. So Camtasia is a one of very interesting tool, authoring tool. This is basically authoring tool giving you opportunity to create interactive quiz for you, and then you will be eligible to simply download in a SCORM package and upload into your learning management system very easily.
One of the options. The first option adds a quiz to the timeline. Quizzes added to the timeline can be moved freely to any point in the video. The second option attaches a quiz to a specific piece of media, which then moves with that piece of media as it's positioned on the timeline. Adding a quiz turns on quizzing mode, which allows you to quickly add more quizzes by clicking on the quiz track above the media or the timeline. To toggle quizzing mode on or off, click this arrow. With the quiz selected, add questions and modify quiz options in the Properties panel. By default, the Question tab is open with a blank question already added to help you get started. Choose the question type.
So you have a variety of the question types. You can select that the multiple choices, fill in the blank, the short answers, and the true and the false. So these are the basically core part of the categories of the questions. So you can choose any of them, and you can just fill up the question accordingly, set the answer, and you can just attach with your content. That is basically a video. So let's have a look how we will be able to select any kind of the question, and we will further move.
Enter the question text along with answers to the question. Set the correct answer. Then decide if you'd like to give viewers feedback, depending on whether they get the question right or wrong. For example, send the viewer to a specific point in the video if they answer incorrectly.
So you can see there is a variety that if the question, see the hierarchy, there is the type of the question, here's the question, here's the answers, and here's the option which answer is correct. Then if the question answer is correct, then what is the next procedure? That is a display free feedback. You can give a feedback if the correct, you can say that nice try, that is a good question or answer, or if the incorrect, so then you give them a feedback to make them again using again giving an answer, or you can have a different kind of actions that jump to the timeline or anything, anything you can select from the drop-down menu, and you can just follow up these kind of the instructions if the question answer is incorrect. If correct, it will be follow up the rest of the video.
To add additional questions to a quiz, click Add Question. When finished, click this button to preview the quiz. It's important to note that quizzes are not displayed on the canvas when previewing a project.
While you just previewing your project, the quiz will be not appear during the creation of your this quiz and anything you are creating with the Camtasia, but while you just go live with that one, it will be appear there.
Select the Options tab to modify the quiz name, and choose whether quiz results are displayed to viewers, or if
So here is the option that you can just update the name of the quiz according to your subject, lesson, or anything title you want to put here for the quiz. And there's the two options that the viewer can see their results, or you can, if check, it will be appear to the viewers their result. And score quiz, you can also square the quiz. So you can just click on a preview and see how it will be look like.
quiz is to be scored. To produce a video with a quiz, choose either screencast.com or local file.
Here's the two options that you can just choose a local file, or the screencast.com is basically compatible with the Camtasia if you want to download anything which is project is created by the Camtasia.
For a local file, choose any of the MP4 with Smart Player options, or choose Custom Production Settings, and then choose MP4 with Smart Player. Continue through the production wizard until you get to the quiz options. Select this box and enter an email address where you'd like to receive your results.
If you enter the email address here, all the quiz results will be appear or gather all into your email, which is just entered by here.
Then, choose whether or not viewers can take the quiz anonymously. Click here if you'd like to modify the appearance of the quiz buttons by changing their text. This is handy if you're creating a survey as opposed to a quiz. To make this video and quiz into a SCORM package for a SCORM-compliant LMS, select this option and enter your SCORM information here. When finished, Camtasia will produce the video and the Smart Player to go along with it. If you're on a Mac, choose screencast.com or local file. For local file, choose MP4 or main concept. And
if you're using a MacBook, so you have to click on the local file and then export to the MP4.
Make sure both export as web page and include quiz are selected.
So here's the option, include quiz must be checked that it will be included in your project.
Click here to set up an email address for quiz results and change the appearance of quiz buttons. To make this video and quiz into a SCORM package for SCORM compliant LMS, select this option and enter your SCORM information here. When finished, click Export, and Camtasia will produce the video and Smart Player to go along with it. Upload these files to your website or LMS to view your quiz online. At the end of each day, you'll receive an email of results. Results can also be viewed online at results.techsmith.com. Well,
So you can simply upload this
that's all for now.
package to your LMS system, and you can use this interactive video for your students very easily. So there is another options that how do you create an interactive educational content. I just explained one of the educational videos which you can produce very easily, interactive things which included the quizzes. Mostly we do need such kind of things like the quizzes which make a student interact with the screen and giving answer, and then according to the answer, the feedback, the action will be performed. So this is the interesting thing. The other thing, that how do you create an interactive educational content rather than the videos. For example, we do have the polls, quizzes, and surveys. You can use this SurveyMonkey software, or go to the website and you can use this one, SurveyMonkey, and you can use the polls, quizzes, and survey for your course content, slideshows, and the videos. If you want to something which is a slideshows or any video, so you can use these platforms. Webinars, you can use the join.me, WebEx, and the interactive timelines, time glitter, and the multimedia storyline, the storylines. These are the different kind of the options you do have enter into your course content development to make your course interactive and vast for your student retention. Here I'm just line up some of the very important thing, that is the software which is using for the screen recording. Some of your content, most of your content you are presenting as an educator, which need your screen to be recorded, because you are performing something, you are explaining something related to your slides, and some you are not directly using any platform. You have to record first of all, and then you need to some editing the kind of the software use. So you need clear and very easy to use screen recording softwares. I just line up some of them, that is the OBS Studio, Camtasia again, PowerSoft Ultimated, the Screencast-O-Matic, and the Eki Thinker, ScreenFlow, and the Screencastify. These are the some of the screen recorders you can use easily to record your screen. After recording your screen, again you use a different kind of the authoring tool to use different kind of add-ons in your video. Like if you want to create to make it interactive, if you want to add some more slides, like more things like the multiple question answer, quizzing, testing, surveys, any game, you can add it accordingly. So I'm giving you one complete overview about that, how teachers create the interactive lesson from A to Z, that how you will be able to create a one complete interactive lesson. I'm just sum up in a one from scratch to implementation, the all the discussion I had, all the things I had, the content as an educator we need to create. So let's have a look how we will be able to create by this website, that is the Edpuzzle. This is a one of the just variety. I'm just showing up a showcase in front of you that you can use these kind of the things and make your course or content more interactive, effective for your students. You can explore such kind of things to make your content more effective for your students.
Video from a variety of sources and add your own audio notes and even quiz questions directly into the video. To see how this works, I'm going to create a video lesson for art students to analyze a promotional video for the fictional school Rue Academy. I'm going to get started by finding the video I need to create. First, let's go and click on Teachers Start Now. To search for a video, you can use a variety of sources, including YouTube, Khan Academy.
See, you do have a different kind of varieties. Platforms are available here. You can search any kind of the videos. You can add up in your content for explanation or as a reference or add-on for your content. You do have a YouTube, Khan Academy, and different kind of other platform which are giving you a different varieties of the videos and the content for your help.
TED, even Vimeo and TeacherTube.
So here you have an option of the edit the video, all the edit features. If you want just some segment of that video, you just drag these anchor points and just you can just find out the your related segment, and you can do any editing on it and it will be appear there. The rest of the video which is not included in between these two anchor points, it will be not included into the final project. So this is one of the feature to make the editing of the used. Here you can do the two kind of the things. If you are using any reference video and you want to explain in your words, and you know your students the how they will be just grab the information from you, that you can make them more understand. So you just click on the record button, narrate the video and make them understand more clearly. Or even if you have just a slideshow and you just make it convert into the video, and then you can narrate it very easily by this way. For example, the reference video is related to some kind of the subject which is using for example the very heavy vocabulary, and you just want to pause and add any audio note on it to explain that specific any sentence, any specific word or anything which is in a video. So you can just add this audio note to make them understand. So you can see that here's the question up here, and when the student going to answer it, then it will be able to continue, and the rest of video they just attend. So these all efforts are to making the student interactive with the screen, and we are not making them paralyzed, and we are giving opportunity or a different kind of the features in front of them to make the lesson more interactive and active, make them active for the all the outcomes what we need. These all things are very important if you are jumping into the e-learning implementation. So if I just sum up all this today's session, that yes, e-learning is like a superpower for education, and it makes a learner easier and more flexible. Imagine being able to study whenever, wherever you want. That's what e-learning does, and it lets you learn at your own speed. So teachers also get cool tools to make the lesson more fun and the personalized. They can see how each student is doing and help them better. It's like having a special guide for the each student. And guess what, this way of learning isn't just for some people. It can reach everyone no matter where they are. But there are some challenges, like not everyone having the access to the internet, or not all the teachers knowing how to use these tools. So while e-learning is super powerful, we need to make sure everyone can benefit from it. It's like having a superhero power, and that we have to use it wisely for the good for of everyone in education. So our purpose is here to educate you and get the different kind of the awareness which is connected with the e-learning environment, because nowadays in the digital era you can't say no to the e-learning, digital things, digital content. So this is our purpose, to giving a different kind of the variety in front of you, to making your content, your education more better with different kind of add-ons of the educational content. So what do you think, the e-learning implementation is giving more power to the education system or not? So I do need an answer of this question. Before just finalizing this today's session, I do need an answer of this question. That please give me an answer, that do you think the e-learning implementation is giving more power to education system or not? Yes. Okay, for your convenience, I'm going to creating a poll. I do need an answer of this question. Do you think okay, I'll launch one poll in front of you all. I do need an answer that do you think e-learning implementation is a more power to education system? I need an answer from all of you. And what do you think after this session you have a clear idea about the e-learning implementation? We just sum up the things of the different kind of e-learning standards, e-content, authoring tool, which is need to create the e-content, and then how we will be eligible to showcase in the platform like the LMS systems. Perfect. We do have actually the perfect audience which have a clear idea about the importance of e-learning. So this is very interesting that I present in front of all of you, which is already connected with this terminology e-learning. So perfect. We do have an answer all in a positive manner. So I'm very glad that I present this session in front of the perfect audience. I want the answer from all of you. We do have more participants than the answer. I just need this feedback, basically. We do need a feedback to make things more improve, that you are connected with what we are presenting. It's a very important thing for us. So the collectively, we can say that most of you, I mean 100%, we got the answer. Yes, that you all are thinking that e-learning implementation is more power to education system. So that's a very good that our educators are now accept the technology and they know the importance of technology. Inshallah, we are presenting more variety of the different kind of the topics in front of you to, and our purpose to spread the awareness about the e-learning, giving you a more easy to use tools to make your educational experience more very interesting with students as well, and also the make your work easy for you by the using different kind of digital tools. Thank you so very much for your all your feedback, and I'm very happy that I present all of this useful information in front of you are all, which you are already connected with the e-learning and accept that the e-learning implementation is a more powerful for the education system. If you have any question, please ask me, or if you want me to repeat anything, you can ask me. Very much welcome to all of you. This efforts is all we are doing is for you all educators. We are not here to tell you that how to teach, but we are here to tell you how you can groom your teaching with the technology. Thank you so very much. Please, you have to just note it down that before leaving, you have to change your name with your employee ID. This is the basically mandatory for getting the certification of this session.